Another 90-Day Fiancé cast member decides to come on the show with the purpose of doing what? Opening up a GoFundMe, help Loren Allen build an LGBT safe haven. Now, Loren is from the new season of Before the 90 Days. And he wasted no time. That, granted, he made this count on the 14th of August. Okay, just slightly before the show came on, but he knew what he was doing. He made it in hopes that when he came on the show, they were gonna obviously, help to push him out there, and then people would want to donate to him. Let's keep it a buck. But let's just read what he says right here. Hello, I am Loren Allen, and I am starting an LGBT community center in the Philippines and looking for help, offering housing, education, and connection to those who seek help. Nothing is more important to me than helping others, but I have an evil ex-wife and fight just to make rent, but plan on finding a way to devote my life to charity. Right, well, now we are about to destroy every single thing he just said right here, because this is where the real information begins. Starcasm has provided us with a nice little background on Loren, who is divorced with 2 kids, okay? 2 kids. Now, somebody tell me this. Does this man look 33 to you? Bro, listen, the maddest thing is he looks about 45, right? Okay, that's the maddest thing. Now, we're going to see another picture again in this video of him taken in 2013. And I really want to know, does it look older here or look older back then? But we'll get there when we get there. But let's start off with exactly where we are right here. Loren shared details about his difficulties growing up as a gynosexual in Washington during the premiere. He also shared a lot of information about his sexual preferences. However, Loren left out some pretty important information about his background. He was married and has 2 children. Loren's marriage, kids, and divorce details. According to the court documents, Loren married a woman in Washington on Halloween 2011. Halloween, what a time to get married. But hey, Loren was 21 at the time, and his bride was 19. The marriage lasted a little more than 2 years just before Loren's ex filed for divorce on December 30th, 2013. Remember, he was 21 in 2011. So that means he would have been 23 in 2013. Yo, explain this to me. Tell me he doesn't look like he's already in his 30s when he was 23. Meanwhile, in his 30s, he looks like he's, I mean, you can tell he lost a little bit of weight though, you know what I'm saying? Good for him, but boy. And to be fair, let's not forget, this is airbrushed as well. This is airbrushed. But nonetheless though, let's get into the more important information. It's just that his appearance blows my mind. Nonetheless though, Loren and his ex had 2 children together, a girl and a boy. At the time of the divorce filing, their daughter was 3 years old and the son was not yet 1. Very simple math indicates that they had a daughter before getting married. The couple's divorce dragged out for almost as long as their marriage. The decree of dissolution was filed in October 2015. Now, don't get me wrong, obviously it was definitely a long process when it comes to the divorce. Now, he says that she is the evil one. I don't know if the divorce was hard because she's the evil one or because he's just Loren. Let's just put it that way. Loren pays child support. Last month, Loren started a GoFundMe campaign to create LGBT community center in the Philippines, offering housing, education, connection to those who seek help. The campaign has a goal of 10K with no donations so far, which is the one that I showed you guys literally at the beginning of the video. It appears Loren always has a GoFundMe going. His previous GoFundMe was for a transgender-owned coffee shop in the Philippines. It ended by default after being up for a year. The listing is no longer available to view as of December 2023. The campaign had received no donations. So this man is a serial GoFundMe person. Wow. Nothing is more important to me than helping others. Loren writes in the new campaign description, but I have an evil ex-wife and fight to make rent, but plan on finding a way to devote my life to charity. You know what's crazy? For a man that plans to devote his life to charity, honestly, I don't know how it's possible, to be honest, because I've seen him on the show in the first episode, and this guy looks like he could care less about charity. He looks like somebody that cares more about sofa surfing so he can get his money inside of his mouth and then his money inside of his, if you know what I mean? Because let's be real, we already know that this man has issues. We already know that he does not like to have one partner. He likes to have a partner, and then he likes to have a lot of side people for a lot of his activities. And the fact that he's been homeless and been moving around from different people's sofas and whatnot, that kind of tells you that clearly he's definitely getting to work. I could be wrong, but let's be real, he probably is. I mean, the way the guy is so grotesque when he speaks, it tells me all I need to know. But nonetheless, though, according to the court documents, Loren's evil wife filed a motion to modify child support in June of 2019. And an order to adjust child support was approved later the same month. The new order requires Loren to pay $767 a month. I said that so I said dollars after the end of the month. Anyway, he also required to split shared costs like uninsured medical expenses, daycare, and long distance travel expenses. According to filing, Loren's income was based on minimum, but because he was voluntarily underemployment at the time. I generally believe that this fool here stays unemployed on purpose. You know what I mean? Just so he can avoid, his responsibilities to his children. What a filthy animal. I should have said that in a Home Alone tone. You filthy animal. Oh, whatever. Anyway, update. Loren did an MAA Ask Me Anything on Reddit on September 5th. He answered a few questions about his ex-wife and his kids. Below is one example. Question: Do you even see your kids, or do you just want to have, or do you just not want to have to pay for them? That's why you want to move out of the country to have to not have child support, right? My exes hate my kids. My exes hate my kids, and my ex-wife hates me. Make that make sense? Says I'm bad, and I end up moving with my abusive exes to not live on the streets, so I only see them rarely. Last time we went camping together, I doubt that. It was good. If I find any family willing to donate to any family willing to adopt us, maybe I'll get custody from my ex-wife. Whatever. Either way though, this is what he's saying right here, right now. Whether or not he's telling the truth, I find it hard to believe personally, because the guy talks a bunch of juju. Loren gets tested for STD and went to a park, Philippines. I don't know what this is all about, to be honest with you. It's very, very strange. But anyway, let's continue. When Loren was in the Philippines, when was Loren in the Philippines? He is back in the US. Is he back in the US? Based on Loren's Facebook post, he was in the Philippines for roughly 3 weeks in November of 2023. He is currently back in the United States. Now, I want to say this though. Loren spoke about how he's never left the country before and how Philippines is his first destination, which is very strange, because he also spoke about being which is very strange, because he also spoke about being in Vietnam. So clearly the Philippines is not his first destination. Honestly, this guy says a lot of things, but he's not really saying anything. Because anything that he says, it's like, huh? But nonetheless, though, Loren posted a lot of photos and video clips on Facebook during his time in the Philippines, but I could only find one photo that might be Faith. Loren shared a post on the day he was flying out to the Philippines, and he tagged 3 people he enjoyed meeting. Faith was not one of them. In January of this year, Loren's ex-wife shared a TikTok post about a long list of issues she was struggling with at the time, including having to follow up on why child support stopped. On a positive note, her message would imply that Loren was paying his child support payments. However, it seems his trip to the Philippines may have contributed to a pause. According to Loren's Facebook post, he is currently working a couple of jobs in Las Vegas, including one at a retail chain store. He is looking for another job in hopes of finding an employer willing to sponsor a H-1B visa for someone from another country. He didn't reveal any details about the identity of the person. I mean, honestly, really and truly, this is 90 Day Fiancé. Is anybody surprised at the fact that we are discovering things that are very, very, about somebody who's actually a part of the show? Absolutely not. But you know what, though? This season is about to be the most craziest, the most unstable season of all time, because the cast members that we've got so far are looking absolutely bonkers. You got Rain, you got Loren, And that's just to name a two. And yet we've got others we haven't even seen yet on the show, because we only had 4 couples on the premiere show, if you do what I'm saying. So I guess we have to wait and see who else appears throughout the season as well. But hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.